I think we start by understanding that if standard of living is your number one objective, quality of life almost never improves. But if quality of life is your number one objective, then standard of living invariably improves. We need to, as businessmen and women, we need to always maintain the home court advantage. And what am I talking about, the home court advantage? Well, in athletics, they talk about it all the time. They play all year before the playoffs. We want the home court advantage. Well, in marriage, home court advantage is, what happens at home. What happens at home impacts what happens on the job. What happens on the job impacts what happens at home. That's where that balance comes in. When I'm at home, I really am at home. But when I'm on the job, I really am on the job. Because of the integrity, I don't have to worry about what I said or did yesterday. I can concentrate on what I've got to do and want to do today. A commitment plays heavily in everything. If you've made a commitment, when you hit the rough spots, not if, when you hit the rough spots, your immediate thought is, how can I solve the problem? If you've not made the commitment when you hit the rough spot, whether it's in marriage or education or career or whatever, your first thought is, man, how can I get out of this deal? And so that commitment plays a huge role. And some people are about as committed as a kamikaze pilot on his 39th mission. I mean, they don't really take it that seriously. Well, let me simply say that the level of your commitment is the critical issue, and it depends also on how badly you want to achieve those. The first 2.5 years I was in sales, I struggled desperately, and I do mean desperately. I remember some very difficult times where they disconnected my telephone, cut off my lights, had to turn a car back in, I couldn't pay for it. I was a wandering generality among other things. In one 5-year stretch, I was in 17 different deals. And that's all there were deals. But what happened was, I went to a meeting at the end of 2.5 years, and a man named P.C. Merrill was there. When it was over, and he had, for whatever reason, zeroed in on me. He told me he wanted to talk to me. And so he said, I've watched you for 2.5 years, and I've never seen such a waste. That'll get your attention. And I said, what do you mean, Mr. Merrill? He said, I believe you could be the national champion. I believe you could go all the way to the top, become an executive in this company if you just believed in yourself and went to work on a regular schedule. Now, my commitment was I wanted so badly to be successful. The commitment I made was, Mr. Merrill had said, go to work on a regular schedule and believe in yourself. At exactly 9 o'clock every morning, without fail, rain or shine, cold or hot, I was knocking on somebody's door. Now, the interesting thing is, the redhead would ask me, well, where are you going? I said, well, I got an appointment. I never told her the appointment was with myself to be knocking on that door. Now, that year, finishing second and receiving the best promotion the company had to offer, not one time did I ever finish in the top 20. Not one single month, not one single week. Top 20, but at the end of the year, I was number 2 because there were no blanks. I sold every single week. That discipline, following the commitment. Now, to be honest, one of the things that was involved, if we had reached a certain sales level by Friday night, I didn't work on Saturday. So the redhead kept pretty careful check on just how the sales were going this week, because she wanted to be taken out to dinner on Saturday night, and we always did that. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.